All right. Let's see here. All right. Like my computer's lagging a lot, but I guess it's okay. I think we're all set. Let's see what we have on our task list. sphere objectives. And do that. I also have one more fight I need to finish. I did do this. Oh, I have 2 more fights I have to do. One more for the wardens. And then a few tidying up points. But those have to connect to this, so that needs to be finished as well. And I wanted to do one for that as well. Okay. All right, let's see. There's also that backpack bug. Did I write that down? What's up, Adro? How's it going? We have those, and then I have also what's up, Ash? How's it going? How you doing this morning? What's up, Dracula? How you doing, buddy? All right, that sounds good. Watch away. Just doing a little bit of planning before we start work. I think I'm gonna push these. Maybe I should do that. I might want to organize. We'll make a list of pushes. I'm also a little bit tired, actually. Is this right? Yeah, that was right. These I have to do. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my push list as well. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna work on today. I have 2 more boss fights I have to do. One is the Cyclops Warden, and then I have like the final event boss. Oh, sorry, I forgot to remove that. Thanks for letting me know. So it'll either be boss fights or bug fixes. I kind of want to fix the backpack bug though, because I've been working on boss fights for a lot. I also need to do item drops too. Okay. All right, I think we're a little bit more organized at least. We have a few more phases we need to finish, and then we have some bug fixes we got to do. So let's go ahead and I want to fix the backpack dragging bug, I think, because that one's kind of an issue. Let's reproduce it. Okay, the bug is basically that you can take the backpack and drag it into the backpack. Yeah, all right. Thanks, Shonen, for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm also on Twitch. So you can watch wherever you want to. I just do like a multi-stream and stream to both. So we need to fix this. I think the problem is that I need to treat the backpack as a special drag. So when I drag it to, like, the backpack can never be put inside the backpack. Because there's a check, when something's in the backpack, you can't remove it. But if the backpack is empty, then it's like, oh, you can remove the backpack. But then it like lets you still put it inside the backpack. So we just need to add that logic case, that edge case. Yeah, the game did turn out pretty cute. Some of it's still a little bit work in progress, but yeah, it's coming along. If you look at my YouTube videos, you can see you can see the progression of what it started with, which is a lot worse than what it is now. I'm not the best artist, but I can kind of get by. So yeah, let's fix this bug. It's gonna be somewhere in like the inventory system. Yeah, I have some old YouTube videos. I haven't made a YouTube video in a long freaking time though. I guess I started streaming and I kind of just like stopped making videos. So I don't know. Maybe I should make a catch-up video and start doing it again. Bum, 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 bum. All right. So it's really just a bug about dragging into the backpack. Yes, it's probably gonna be in the execute swap function. Or hold on, let me look at these are bank actions. Consume item, drop equipment, drop item. Consume item. You don't even stream that much, I know. All art made by your sis. She'd make a lot of the base art, and then I kind of modified it based off of that. Thank you, Infinite Go Routine, for the follow. I love your name. Yeah, so there's probably swap slots. So it's gonna be this function probably. Really the check is that if we're dragging our backpack, we just don't want to let it be put inside of a backpack. Which is kind of a weird, because everything's a little bit abstracted. So it's, like, I don't know if I have any knowledge that I'm moving things into a backpack at this level. How's your AI language? It's kind of going okay. I don't know if Gemini's gotten like dumber or just like less capable of solving simple problems. Like I like the language design that I have, but I don't know. It just like really struggles to do any productive work, it feels like, recently. So I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. But I like the idea of the language. So I want to like try. I want to like get it finished so I can like test it out and stuff. It's just like it just does such a terrible job sometimes. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about AI anymore. When I first started using it, I was like, oh wow, this is like super impressive. was trying out Gemini. I was trying Gemini out for a long time, but it couldn't generate brackets. Couldn't generate. Took me a while to realize that. I don't know what you mean by brackets. Like arrays or something? Or I like when I first had it, when I first got it, I was it was like it would do fine. And maybe it was because the project was smaller. Brackets in front of my C++ arrays. Oh, interesting. That is weird. You think it would be able to program C++ pretty well because it's a super common language. So it's been trained on a lot of C++ code. It just does like really, it just does really novice stuff. It's hard to explain. It's like, it feels too on the nose to say it this way, but it feels like someone who like, it programs like someone who's never written code before, but has like read a lot of books about writing code. Like it knows a lot of things, but it doesn't know like how to do it well. Yeah, I mean, I use it for Go. It writes Go code fine. Sometimes it forgets to like put the package or update the package stuff at the top, which is whatever. But just like, I just mean like organizationally, it makes like some baffling decisions. Check the Gemini sub. It's on another user complaining about the brackets. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it writes Go code well or fine for me where it puts the brackets in front. But super funny it couldn't do that. Yeah, I thought about trying out Claude Code instead, like maybe like cancel my Gemini one and just try out Claude Code for a month, see how it does. Also, Google's really been like tightening up their limits, and it feels like they made their model like stupider. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. It's I don't know. I don't know if it's like me or if it's them or they're changing something to like save them money or something. Like they lured me in with a really smart one and like now they're like making it worse to save money or something. I don't know. I only use the web versions. I don't like the idea of me not touching code at all. Yeah, I've just been trying it. Like I've been trying like the 100% vibe coded like method. Cause like I mostly work on the game. So like I just have it running like in the background, like doing stuff. Like this is it running. If it will ever refresh, here we go. The CLI thing's terrible. Like this is such a terrible app. It takes like 30 seconds to launch, and I don't know. I don't know what this world's gonna end up being. I don't know. It's just like I've seen it, like it's probably solving a problem that like I could solve in like 5 seconds if I just looked at the code, you know? And like I've got like sometimes it'll get really stuck on something and it's like, oh, like you're just trying to like hack your way around some hack that you made like a while ago to like fix something. So like it's probably just doing some stupid thing like that. So it gets like frustrating when it just can't like I don't know. It just makes dumb decisions and then it has to work around those dumb decisions. So it gets really frustrating because of that. So I don't know if I might like, I don't know if I'm making it's hard to tell if I'm making progress or like if this is the wrong way to do it. Like maybe I should be more hands-on, like working and just having it like generate functions for me. Like I'm just trying to think of like what the most high velocity way is to write code with an AI. But I mean, it did a pretty impressive. It does an impressive job when it comes to like writing algorithms and stuff like that. It's just like organizing the code and like building products. I feel like it just does such a bad job. Yeah, I think it's written in. I think you are right about that. I think it is a like npm. It's an npm package, so it's some just crappy JavaScript. And it crashes a bunch. Like it's wild. It's like this is the world we live in now. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of frustrated with it just because they've like reduced the limits that they give me for paying, and then simultaneously like the model seems to be getting dumber. So it's hard to want to like stick around when like that's the case. But anyways, back to this. See, like it would never write like organized code like this. It just writes like it just writes terrible code sometimes. And I see like sometimes I see like there's like this super obvious way of like how I would want it written, where it's like pull everything that I would want to be configured like out of the logic and then like write the logic generic, and it like never does that. It just like that was the most recent thing. It's like, how do you make such stupid decisions? I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to sit here and complain the whole stream about AI, but it's hard to like verbally express like what it's good at and what it's not good at. Because sometimes it's really good at something, and then sometimes it's really bad at something. And it's not really clear like where that divider is yet. But I'll slowly find it. But yeah, organizational stuff, it does a terrible job in my opinion. But anyways. Okay, I'm gonna go walk upwards. I just want to see. I want to decide what the yeah, I guess I don't know the item here. I don't know the item until I'm inside of here. I could look it up technically. I could look it up earlier. This is the server side where it tries to apply it. So it's gonna be in here. Yeah, okay, so it's all in there. Execute swap slots. Okay, and then I'm pretty much just doing this execute swap function. I'm getting the two inventories, the source and the destination one, and then I'm passing the item across. So it has to be internal, I guess. Is there a new syntax for this? It can be simplified using as type. I don't understand that. Yeah, if they're the same storage, we can just move it. But how does that work for, oh, no. We still have to do the execute swap inner. It's just that we can use the same source inventory. We don't have to look up two. Yeah, so that's all the logics inside of here. So inside of here, we have to basically check. It's just kind of hard. I guess I need to, I know this is an interface. This was a while ago. I had this interface, but all of them are this. I might have to add a Boolean here that, or maybe the slot config gives me enough. Or let me go get my copy real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Coffee has been made. Yeah, so I either have one slot config for every single slot, but for an equipment storage, I would have a custom slot config for every single slot. The slot config just tells me like what sort of rules can, like what items can go in there and how many items can go in there. Actually, I guess all I have to do is I have to say, no, because I was going to say a backpack. Yeah, I guess I thought I could just say backpacks can't hold backpacks, but it's really just backpacks can't receive a backpack from itself. I guess I could just add another Boolean here. I'm pretty sure this bugs doesn't manifest if I have an item in the backpack. Let me just double check. Yeah, like now I can't drag it in, but as soon as I do this, I'm allowed to. Okay. I'm confused though, because I don't know what, there must be something from the backpack side that like checks that knowledge and knows that that's where this should be. Backpack. I must, when this gets turned into an item storager, yeah. From storage. Is same storage. Let's see. Like there's gotta be something that like checks, maybe count items. No, that's just for the testing. Empty. Yeah, this is the, okay, yeah. Just make sure all the things are empty. Block cape. Oh, okay, I do have this already. Equipment storage builder. Yeah, so we want to block cape. We just need another rule for this. But is it block? It's like we want to block the cape if we're. Yeah, it's kind of a later discovery because it's only we're blocking the cape if we're dragging it. I see. Get invalidate equipment. Actually, I think this is what we do. We won't, because we know the. Sorry, hold on. Let me just read this really quick. Equipment. Yeah, so this is equipment storage. We're only blocking the cape, but we also want to block the cape if the slot being interacted with is the backpack slot, I think. I know I have an iota for this. I just don't know what it is. probably inside of equipment. What is this in? Item store. Yeah, so if the slot, like we've already read that it's in equipment, and wait, why do I read backpack? Oh, because we're dissecting that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so if we're interacting with the slot, that is the cape slot, then we want to block the cape slot. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I'm thinking about this wrong. Because one half is the equipment side, one half is the backpack side. And both sides don't know. One side's the take side, one side's the put side. And both sides don't know what the other side is taking. So it's not like, then we're just blocking ourselves always from moving the cape, basically. So what we have to do is what does this get used for? Okay. So we block the cape there. Okay, we just have a blocked slot config. That's how we do it. Perfect. Yeah, so this is going to be wrong. Like, this is correct, I think, still. It's really, we want the backpack to block the deposit if if we're dragging the like, we want the backpack to be blocked if we're dragging the cape. Yeah, I think we just have to go through and like look all of this stuff up, unfortunately. So this just has to be a swap slots thing, I think. Because it's such an active like check that needs to happen. Do we do it in the inner function or? Because up here we know the equipment types, but inside of here we don't really. Or no, do we? Because this is just a storage builder, so it could get wrapped. I would have to encode the storage type in each one, I think. Inside the storager, if I do it this way. Otherwise, we just have these two storage functions. Is same storage. This is why abstractions suck. Because you like give up data. I feel like every time in Go I use an interface, it's always like a mistake. Let's see, what can we do? Man, I kind of thought this was gonna be an easy problem. Let's just see what do we do here. I could add another thing here that returns. Oh, I guess I do know the swap type, don't I? Because I pass it in. So I think I can do something like if s.from type is equipment. I don't know what package this is in. Roto. Yeah, so if the from type is equipment and the to type is backpack, then we want to do something, we want to do this extra check. Ensure we don't move a cape, a backpack. Yeah, this is the right place to do the check, I think. Okay. If s.from equals, shoot, we just looked this up. I don't remember where it was though. Actually, it might be my copy buffer. Yeah. So yeah, if we're moving from the equipment inventory to the backpack inventory and the thing we are dragging is... Sorry, I'm just trying to think of the possibilities. We're dragging it from the index slot, then that's an issue. But also we don't want to allow... We don't want to allow swapping the opposite direction either, but I think that's already blocked. Like I'm thinking about if someone drags from the backpack to the cape slot, because there's something in the backpack is, the backpack slot is locked. Okay. I think this fixes it actually. Man, that was hard. That was a hard spot to find. It's like I had to find the right spot where like, man, that took 40 minutes. I guess we talked a lot about AI stuff, but I had to find the spot where like I knew all of the right amount of data to make the check, you know? Also, inventory stuff is super tricky, I guess, because you don't want item dupes, you don't want stuff like that. So I have a lot of like restrictions about how things can work. No, I mean, I don't mind I think AI is interesting. I'm interested to see where it goes. But, you know. I think it's nerd sniped me a little bit. Like, I think I've been working on Mythfall a little bit less recently just because of like vibe coding projects. Oh wait, we don't do the check. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Let me grab another backpack somewhere. If I was a backpack, where would I be? It's gonna be where the capes are, I guess, which are there. Oh, I guess I have a client side check for it anyways, so that's okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have a compositor bug that causes it when my screens are, when my windows are maximized, it does it flickers. Okay, cape bug fixed. Okay, cool. It's crazy how you just need one little check and it fixes it. Okay, fix cape bug. Let me go ahead and check this off in here, and then we'll append that to our perfecto. Okay, I guess that was the one bug that I wanted to fix immediately, and then I guess let's do the ocular behemoth boss fight. I didn't really have a I don't know if I have like a good plan for this fight. Like I didn't, or did I? So the fights I've done so far, this one's like a very like laser beam focused fight. So it's a lot of laser beam themes. This one's a bunch of like binds and stuff like that. Binds and micro dodging. I'm not really sure what to do for him though. I think the final fight's gonna be very movement heavy. With him, I feel like I should just have him like jump around and stuff. Like jumping ground slam and circles. Jumping in circles could work. Oh, I need to import this one package. Dun, 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 dun. I could have him spawn minion. He could be a minion. I don't know. Let me just get him mocked up here. So we'll have a reset state at the start, so he can reset himself, and we'll make a phase 1 phase, and I'm just gonna grab like a simple. I'm just gonna grab this one weapon from another boss that I can just start working from. I'll stick with red here. Circle. Did I change this? I don't know if I did. I want to do this guy. I want to make more of I want to do like ground slams where the circles like rotate. I actually don't remember what it's called. I think it's like rotating circle, I think. I don't remember though if this is shooting a circle that rotates or if it is, I think it's the one I'm thinking of though. Unaimed, yeah, circle rotating. Let me just see. Or what's the last? Period velocity. 400, and then this is the outgoing velocity, so like 100 or something. Let's try that. Let me add a ground slam as well. Oops. Yeah, perfect. I want to do this. With this movement. I'm gonna do attack count like 5 or something like that. I want to move faster, 50 maybe. Let's see how that does. And we'll do I don't remember if this is how long I. Oh, if there's no wait time, is it always buzzing? I don't know. Yeah, let's try this. I just want to see how this looks. He should be like dancing around and slamming. Maybe faster movement. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. I wonder how I do this, but I also do an opposite rotation, what that would look like. Negative 400. Sometimes I end up rotating bullets in the same direction a lot of times, and it ends up you always just go counterclockwise. That's pretty cool. I also have the idea of I could have him do a slam where he shoots out 4 things that go in every direction, and then those 4 things are like ground ripples or something. I'm trying to think here. Like he slams the ground, he shoots out like 4 things that go in all the directions, and those things explode a bunch and shoot out like 5 things or something. I think that would be interesting. I'm trying to think though. Do I like this phase? I think if he moved faster, I'd like it. No, I always make them move too fast. I think that this is a good speed. I'm gonna make him move further though. Let's go ahead and bump it to 14 radius. So he'll move a little bit more wider in the arena. I think I want to, because the other ones are pretty static fights. I want this to be more of like a mobile fight. So we'll do that for one phase, and then we'll do, let's make that other idea that I had. Sorry, this isn't like the whole phase. How I usually start these is I usually just like experiment with a bunch of weapon designs. Hold on. I'm gonna do like a 5. Let's do a 10, or we'll do a 5-second cooldown. And then this is gonna have to be a different one. I don't really know what to call this. I'm gonna call it a ripple or something like that. So we'll do attack circle 4. What's up, Natsuki? How's it going? Could you make the spheres? Move following a sine wave, like up and down? Yeah, I have a I can't remember. Like I call it like oscillator or something. I can add an oscillator to them. I do it in the sand biome. What? I don't remember which one. There's some sand golems, and they shoot like bolts go like this, kind of. They kind of like do this. If that makes sense. All right, we need to attach a I can't remember what it's called. A weapon spawner to this projectile. And oh, that could be interesting if it goes out, but it shoots the bolts backwards. Whatever. We'll hold on. Timer dir. We'll do 1 second. And then we need a weapon config. I'm just gonna copy this one. Back fan. Geometric sequencer. But I only do 1. What a strange delay 10. I don't understand that. That's super weird. We'll just have it shoot this projectile. I think this works. Speed 30. Yeah, we want to go faster. Let's try this. Did I do this one already? All right. I might have to resave it. It might have okay. I'm gonna make this do an attack circle. I'm gonna do 5 of them. Oh, there's a big safe area like right here, I think, isn't there? I think these need to go further out and they need to spawn more frequently. I want to feel more like a ground ripple in terms of like speed. So we'll shoot half as frequent or twice as frequent. And we'll make this go faster. I'm gonna go ahead and make it 200. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a small one just so it like stands out different. Eventually this one's gonna change like what it looks like because it'll be something different. Like it probably will just be an empty projectile that spawns an explosion as well or something. It definitely lives for too long. All right, let's half the speed. And we will, that's actually probably fine then. And then we'll make the duration a little bit less. I think 8 is my typical. Oh, 4. I guess it used to be 8. We'll do, actually, I might just leave it. You make the radius smaller when it spreads and spawn more, so it looks like it's splitting. Wait, I don't think I understand. You mean the radius of the explosion? I think that's an interesting attack, at least. I can do this, and I can also rotate this by like 45 degrees. That way you're not sure which way it's coming, because I think that this bullet's slow enough to where like you don't really, or you can like dodge out of the way. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay. Or I need to finish this one before I move on. So we'll have to do, let's go ahead and make this a, man, I wish I could formalized the anchor projectiles a little bit better. I know I have a function somewhere that's like for this thing. Like, I know I do this somewhere. Like, where do I use this? Pattern. Blank stationary. Projectile anchor stationary. I guess I can just do this, huh? Maybe this is how I usually do it. It seems to be what I usually do. I thought I had a function that I call though, but that's okay. And then we just need to add one. Oops, I went the wrong direction. I want to do explosion. Do I really not have a I have attack grenade. I must have an attack that's just an explosion though. Oh, it's probably because it's not it's a projectile, that's the explosion. And the attack just places it statically. Where can I look? Weapon attack explosion. Yeah, that one has strength scaling, which do I want that? I think I do, because mobs, I want them to deal more damage if they have higher strength. Yeah. Okay, this is the function I do then. I'm just gonna grab this one. All right, let's give this a shot. I think this will compile. Holy shit. Yeah, it looks like it did. Such a strange, there's a rendering bug, it looks like, on the right side. It doesn't look terrible, but there's like the glow is on top of this glow. And it's kind of like blocking it. Is it just a sorting bug? Like a... Mm-mm. I thought I changed this. Ripple. Yeah, I did small. There we go. So weird. It's only on the right side though. That's so weird. Why would that happen? It must be because whatever sprite I'm using there isn't or the explosion isn't being treated as transparent. Let me get a load. I think it's called like explosion. I think I have an explosion animation. Explosion good. Yeah, this is what I use. I must just have not made this transparent. Yeah, but then I must be... I must be setting the... Like, how it works is if I set the color to something that's transparent, then it sorts it correctly. Or if the sprite has transparency, then I hard code it here. So I don't know why this would be missing. I do have to rebuild though. Let's see if that fixes it. It's either that or it's on the other side. It's the it's like the glow, but I can't imagine that that's wrong. Glow? I just don't know what, I don't even remember what I don't know, we'll find out, I guess. Yeah, it must be the glow. Let me just look at how these projectiles are composed. I just don't remember what sprites they use. Oh, sorry. This is full screen, isn't it? Factory. I don't remember what this is. So I think I'm just gonna delete it. This is for beam sprites anyways, so. Yeah, it's a dynamic sprite. It's definitely on the glow side, right? It's not the inner one. Okay. Bum, ba, da, bum, ba, da, ba, da, bum. Core color, border padding. Look at this. So it's actually not, this is just for the core. It's gotta be something with the, it's gotta be something with the glow, I guess. We have a spawn effect, we've got a dynamic sprite, and I have a light. Yeah, light soft 0.png. There's no way I forgot this one, right? Oh, that's wild. Wait, yeah, how did I forget this? This is gonna be in trimmed, light, soft. Yeah, like obviously this is, maybe because in the system, I set it anyways. Let's, I want to run this. I just want to see if this fixes the problem. I want to see that, but while it's building, I'm going to go ahead and look at how this works. We have VFX light. I'm just looking for the lighting, lighting system. Update flicker, we have a sprite. Oh, my expectation might have just been, though, that I'm going to set the color to something with a, oh no, it's still happening. Huh. Yeah, lights need to blend with other lights. I wonder if this is just on the wrong, I wonder if I'm doing it on the wrong layer or something. It should be a glow light, lighting sorter. Oh, this is for the lighting layer, but then I have on the main layer, I do the glow light. So it's probably from this. Let's, here's what we'll do next. We'll, is this in the, yeah, okay, we have to rebuild then. I just want to do this change. Might just need to add another layer here. Like I very often I find myself needing like one more layer in this area. I just don't know why these two would be colliding if they're both. Yeah, I'm just not sure. That's just strange. Sprite. Oh, I see the problem. I set the blend mode manually here, but I only want to blend for this one. For the glow lights, I don't want to blend. I want to use whatever is in the, oh, that's tricky then. No, actually I do want to blend, don't I? Yeah, because I look up this map and then it should be. All right, let's remove this though and just see if it fixes the problem. I'm just curious which sprite is causing it. My guess is it's this one, because this one's just on a separate layer. It's on the lighting layer, not on the object layer. Yeah, that fixes it. So it's some kind of collision with the sorter, I guess. Some kind of collision with the sorter. Why do I do this on the dust layer? Why not do it on the explosion layer? Oh, this is for, what's it called? I just want to see how this looks. Because I either draw the glow on top of them, or I draw it below the player. I don't know why I draw it below the player, though. Every time I think I'm early, I get 1 hour up, yeah. I started to get a little bit early today. I kind of like starting early. What's up, Toasty? How's it going? Also, what's up, Anthony? Oh, that's why. Because I wanted the glow to be behind the projectile. I wonder if I just do this. Just bump it up by 1 pixel. So that way if it's on the same y-axis as the explosion, it'll be on top of it. Let's try that. Going good to start a new project, and this one will be the big one. Creating a database. Oh, dang. That sounds fun. What are you building it in? What kind of database is it going to be? Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Okay, that solves that, I guess. That's way too long of a delay after he hits the ground, though. Or let's go back to the Cyclops. Technically, it will be an object store. Wait, what's the difference? I'm gonna start with immediate explosion, I think. I'm gonna change this just to be like self pause or something. Or unaimed. Common stuff like distributed and reliable sharding, etc., etc. I'll be building LSM trees. Oh, okay. What's this coming from? That's such an interesting... Like, this is from 4 different things. That's so weird how it composes. Yeah, DB sounds... a DB sounds like an interesting project. It sounds very challenging to build. A lot of like, at least if you're gonna make a distributed one, it sounds really challenging. I remember there being some website or something that had, it's not like super basic learning to program thing, but it was like learning to program by doing projects. And one of the projects was building a database. I don't remember the website though. I think it was something Jomi told me about. Used to be Spacetime TV. It's made for RPGs, MMOs, I mean. Yeah, I mean, it's made for like low... It might be called Build Your Own. Yeah, you could be right. I mean, I think Spacetime TV is cool. Don't get me wrong. I think that they market it... I think the marketing's super... I hate to say dishonest, but like... Maybe I'm missing something. But like they're comparing, whenever they do their performance comparisons, they're comparing like a persisted database to like an in-memory database, because their entire thing runs in memory. So it's like, I don't know like what their angle is there, if that makes sense. Like they make a very specific, like they make a super optimized thing for one use case, and then they act like it's this like massive performance booster. It would be like if I ran my game in my ECS and I said like, oh, look how many transactions per second I can do, just like writing to my ECS. It's like, is that really that? I don't know. I just don't. I feel like that part kind of turned me off to it. I don't know if it's like, I just don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, but like, I know they have some sort of like append log format or something like that, which is totally fine. It's just that like the amount of data that your database can hold is hard limited by how much things are held in memory now, rather than like, you're not going to have like a terabyte database stored in Spacetime DB, if that makes sense. So it's like a different type of database. And like, don't get me wrong, I think that it's like super cool, and I think it like lowers the barrier to entry. That was just one thing I noticed where I thought like, oh, maybe for investors. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's like 100% to generate hype for it. I don't know. When I saw that was like just a little bit like, all right, guys, like, what are we doing here? You're comparing yourself against like Postgres. Are they perfect spheres? Are what perfect spheres? Spacetime DB, MySQL, but fancy. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a specific, it's just a specific architecture. I can't remember. I watched some recent video about it, and they just had like some bar, and like it would be totally fine if they just showed the bar, but they had all this like crazy video stuff going on at the same time, and I was like, all right, guys, like clearly these are not one-to-one comparisons, so I don't know like why we're doing this. Like, it's not that like anybody could write a how do I say this? It's not that anybody could like write this system that they did. It's just that like the performance they're claiming is like a different test than what other databases are doing, if that makes sense. I have a question. Technically, there's dynamic music with biome music changing. However, how possible is it to go further beyond? Wait, what does that mean? What do you mean by further beyond? With that, I mean doing something like Plants vs. Zombies, horde music, and Super Mario Yoshi theme variants. Oh, like when you're in a specific event, changing the music. Yeah, I can definitely, I mean, it's something that can definitely happen. I mostly didn't do it because I don't have like that much music, if that makes sense. I only have like a limited amount of songs I can use. So I don't have like a bunch of custom music. I'm not really a musician, so like adding that's kind of the hard part. But I have like I have an event queue basically, and I can trigger a music change event. So if you go in range of a boss, you detect a boss, I could change the music and it would be fine. Yeah. So it's like as easy as just triggering an event when you see a boss basically on the client. So not hard, but I just don't have like songs for every boss. It's more of like a polish thing, I guess, in my eyes. But no, I mean, I think Spacetime BB is cool. I think it's like all of the other things that try to do what it does, you know? But I think it's going to be for low tick rate sort of games. Like I feel like the hard part for, also the other thing I don't understand is, does that mean you have to build your game twice? Like you have to build the backend with some language for WebAssembly for all your transactions, and then you have to build the front end for like the client that runs the game. Like my game, I have one system that like does movement and it works on the client and the server. But for theirs, I assume you've got to like, I don't know if you have to, I just don't know. I just don't know like how that works exactly. Like it seems hard. It seems like a hard sell to me when you've got like two versions of like a movement function, and one of them's for running in Spacetime DB and one of them's for running on the client. But maybe they've got some way to like solve that problem. I don't know. But I think the hard part about building online games is like the synchronization problem. It's not really like networking. You just use like WebSockets and you're on par with Spacetime DB. Data storage using ECS, you're on par with Spacetime DB. And then just like write to a database every once in a while and you're probably fine. My little ECS DB is kind of sweet because the model for querying, filtering the query results is nice for like sub 10 million entities if used as an API DB. Hater, I see. It's not that I'm hating on it. I mean, I always think stuff's cool. I just saw that one marketing video and it kind of turned me off to it. Because it was just like so obviously like a bad comparison between technologies. So I don't know. Or it seemed like I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I hate to like talk trash about people's projects, obviously. Like I always think it's cool when people build stuff, but I got vibes from Spacetime as well. It just seems like, oh, look at us, we have this product that will totally solve all your issues, and it turns out to be a massive pain on the line. Yeah, I mean, it's like just an abstraction on top of like it's like a serverless runtime pretty much, right? And I guess you build your, I mean, I hate to like say how it works because I've never used it, you know, but from what I understand, it's just like a serverless runtime. What they do is you've got some persisted database, or I can draw this, I guess. This is my understanding of how Spacetime DB works. Okay. And like, some of this might be wrong. Like it might be like, they might do something different, but I think the gist is probably pretty close. But you've got some like master record of your entire world with all of the objects, and this stuff's stored to disk, right? And they shard this up probably based off of like chunks. Like you've got different chunks where everything's got a position, so it's inside of some chunk based off of that. And then maybe they've got some like world chunk where they have like global objects or something like that, you know? And like this part's probably handled completely for you. So you've got one, like this part's probably completely handled for you, like the entire chunking part. And from what I understand, what they probably do is they pick up chunks. Like this is stored on a disk somewhere. They pick up chunks and like map them to computers or like instances. So like they scale it that way. So like this takes like 1, 2, 4, 5 or something. And this takes like 3, 6, 6, 9, blah, 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 blah. And then if something moves like across boundaries, like this moves to there, then they send a message that like moves the object from there to there. But like my understanding is they read all the data out of here into the instance. This stuff does the operations in memory for all of the chunks, moving things between instances if they move across. And then like the write back technology, I don't know, like they might have like an append only log that they just like constantly write to, and then they do like some sort of like compression step, writing it back to the table every once in a while, or maybe they write it back every single frame or something like that. I don't know like what they do exactly, but this seems like the entire like gist of the technology. And then they've got like WebSockets. That was a really scribbly S. And then clients. And then clients connect to different instances depending on like where they are in the world. So like what this is for is it's for like massive worlds with a lot of chunks and a lot of players. And like how do you distribute those players across this stuff? This is the exact same thing that like Spatial OS tried to do. Like Amazon's got a product that does something like this. This is the Spacetime TB version of that same sort of technology, which is fine. But like if you look at like what Mythfall does, it's just like you've got, I guess it's less like the game's not chunked up, you know? It's like you just have instances that like map to like servers that map to like clients connecting to them, right? But like this has like the same sort of like model that like this sort of thing would do, where it's just like hold everything in memory and like do operations on it. Like this is like the DB or whatever, you know? So like all of the operations happen inside of here. It's not like I'm writing to the database every single time something moves, right? So like if you need something to solve the chunking problem for you, it's not like a really super hard problem. This seems like kind of a hard problem. Like how do you move things across instances? But if your game's small enough to where like everything in the world can be stored on one computer, then like this is just overhead. You should just put it all on one computer and then like not do this stuff, right? So it's, I don't know, it's just like one of those things. It's just like if this is the problem, if you have this problem, then like yes, this solves it. But I don't know. Gameplay logic embedded in the database's magic DSL causes a major lock-in. Yeah, I mean, it could be. I just don't know. I've never used their interface, so I don't know like how good it is. It could be super good. I don't know. But at least for me, like what I always want at the end of the day is I just want like arrays of like my data, and I want to just like do loops on them and like do things and like systems on those things. Like systems run on those things and like do the stuff that I want on my data. And like I don't really want any more abstraction than that, you know? So, but I mean, maybe I'm missing something with like maybe they do something special that I'm not aware of or something like that. But the performance analysis they did, I thought was just like kind of dishonest. Or dishonest is more strong than I want to say. I don't have a replacement word for that. But let's make these orbs bigger. I just think that looks strange when you see those 4 come out. wonder if I make it, maybe I do like 6 or something. I wonder what 6 looks like. I think 6 is too even. 4 is going to be too even. Let's try 7. No, I think there's always going to be that. That's fine, I guess. I'm going to go back to 5, and I'm going to add a small start time delay. Just so the first spawn happens a little further out rather than happening all at once. That looks good. That looks better. Let me look at the explosion. Yeah, actually, I like that. My game's lagging like crazy. Am I dropping frames? No. Let me close this. I'm gonna stop that. Something's eating memory on my computer. I can just feel it. Okay. I stopped a few things. I mean, everything looks fine. I don't know. I do need to restart my computer, but okay. I think that's a good start point. I'm gonna make another variant of this, which just ripple 2. It's gonna do the exact same thing, except the circle's gonna be offset. Pattern, offset angle. One of my best decisions is to normalize my rotation based off of 0 to 1. Because otherwise I have to be like, I want to do like a quarter, I want to do 45 degrees, so I have to do like math.pi divided by 4 or something like that. But instead I can just do 0.25 and it's super obvious. Pattern dot. It's a little bit slower because now I have to go and like this has to be calculated every single frame. Is it something here that's lagging? Let me do a rebuild. I'm surprised this is, oh, this is assets, okay. Oops. This is such a fast, I must have added something that's using a lot of memory. My eternal struggle with the garbage collector. Actually, it could just be because I've networked all of these for debugging. I have all these teleporters, so I have a lot of objects that are being stored. So that's fine. Okay. All right, that didn't offset it how I thought it would. Oh wait, I don't want to offset that one. I want to offset the other one. It's this one that needs to be offset. Circle attack. Does this one not? I wonder if this even uses offset angle. Oh, it does seem to use it. Normalized aim. Yeah, we do rotate it. Oh, only if I aim though. Base aim. Oh no, I do it here. Okay. Ripple 2. So it should be using this one. Proj base. Oh, oh no, I am setting it. Oh, I'm rotating it a quarter. My bad. I like how I did that whole lecture about how like easy it is to read it. And then I messed that up. There we go. I wonder if I remove this one, what happens? I'm just curious how it'll look. That's pretty much the same, I guess. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get some oatmeal real quick. Right back. Sorry. My cat wanted to play a little bit. All right, we have our oatmeal. That's not too hard to dodge into. Okay. All right, we have some good starter attacks, I think. Let's see here. What was this one again? This was just the circle one. That one needs to be paired with something else because it's too easy to dodge, I think. Or it's like a really basic like attack that just happens every once in a while. Need an intro. I like this guy fits within an enraged sort of personality. I need an intro, and then I need some sort of like improvement. I think I'm gonna do a minion stage for this one as well. How do you find Go for game dev? Sometimes frustrating, but overall it's okay. It's decent. It's a decent choice. It's not like the best choice though. At least for the stuff that I do. Or at least for like the style of program that I prefer. I've kind of like fallen out of love with it a little bit. Not having tagged unions is a big one. Sometimes I feel like interfaces are just a huge trap of like it's the only way to make something like polymorphic is to like package it in an interface, and they just end up being really inefficient, and they lose you data. Rust is clawing at you in the shadows right now. I don't know if I could ever. Have you been full screen too much? I've been full screen the whole time. No, I've been good today. Well, I have my little AI bot running on the side, constantly trying to build my programming language idea of what I think I want, and I think it's almost done. So then I'll try it out after that. Maybe I'll do like a game jam with it and see how it does. But it's closer to Rust than it is to Go. But it's like I don't want to have any of the painful stuff that Rust has, if that makes sense. I want like a Rust light. It can't be as bad as JavaScript. That's true. Go is definitely better than JavaScript. Yeah, I'm still amazed that people use JavaScript for desktop apps, like ever. Okay. All right, let's see how this does. We'll do this one into P2. Problem is this is not enough of a phase. I guess I could combine these. I can make this phase 2 of that. One. Let's see how this feels. There's even apps in Game Maker that already have a far better backend. Yeah, I've never used Game Maker before. It has its own scripting language, I think. JS Stream's kind of nice for game dev since you get instant reloads and no compiles in a big user system. That is true. Half the screen gets pushed to the left and the right side is black? For what? The stream? Oh, see previous message. I don't see it. I don't see any previous message. The one I just read is your is the first message I see. The thing is that JavaScript, or you can do all of those things, almost all of those things that JavaScript can do, you can do in like static languages as well. You just like you just write your program as a DLL and then load it dynamically. Like I wish Go had a better DLL system or plugin system or whatever, but it just doesn't. All right, I need to pick a random shoot. I'm either gonna duplicate. No, I'll do random. You don't seem to see the message. What is this? Yeah, I don't see it. All I see is no, you see previous message. Oh, maybe I have the URL for a website, and then half the screen is pushed to the left. The right side is black. I can't remember what the weight, which side the weight is on. All right, we'll go to 2A or 2B. Anyway, what I said was the game doesn't work super well on a 32:9 super ultra wide. Okay. Yeah, YouTube probably blocks the links. Yeah, I'll look into that though. I don't have a super wide monitor, so it's kind of hard to test, but okay. Or hold on, let me do this. All right, this will be the first phase, I think. Yeah, I might need to letterbox letterbox it to the center better or something. Yeah, I think I know the problem you're talking about. Like, you can do this basically. I thought I had it set so that like no normal monitor would ever hit this problem. Yeah, I mean, what I have to do is I have to like put it in the middle and then letterbox the outside on the edges because it's just too wide to show everything. Or I could maybe make the tolerance a little bit better. Would you say you are on 32 by 9? Twice as wide as a 16 by 9. That's crazy. I didn't even know they had monitors like that. I probably balanced it for a 16 by 9, but didn't allow it for 32 by 9. What's the normal one? It's not, is it 16 by 9 the normal? Oh, I'm actually surprised 16 by 9 doesn't, 32 by 9 does. Oh, 21 by 9 is probably what I maxed it at. You know those bottom of desktop indie games that are so hype right now? Oh yeah, they're like little idle games that like run on your... They're incremental games, I guess. That's what I should build with my, when I finish my language, I should try to build a little game like that. I think this is a good pattern. This is a good phase, I think. It's a good first phase. With the price at $1 to $2, you actually make good money, I think. Yeah, I mean, I would just do it. I would do it more as a saying because I bought one. I'd probably do it more as a, what's it called? It's more of like a test for my language, not like a thing I would try to make money. Maybe I would. Maybe I'd make a Steam page for it or something. I don't know. What up, Roger? I almost feel like he waits too long after attacking. I'm gonna drop his cooldown by 1 second. Oops. I said the word 1 and I almost set it to a cooldown of 1 second. All right, that'll be phase 1. Ba-da-bum-bum. Let me copy, I wanna copy this here. Oops, this is the wrong height. I started this new thing. So in between phases, I have a special phase that I call like E, or E2 would be the enter to 2. And I clear all the shots. I move them, or if I want to move their position, I just transition them. Then we can do phase 2. What can we do here? I need a trope for my Cyclops fight. I'm not really sure what to do. What sort of thing would a Cyclops do? Like, would he have a hammer or something, maybe? Yeah, I have this big like ripple attack thing, which I think is pretty cool. I could do like Gorthan's Labyrinth, where he throws the axes that spin around. But have it be like a big club. Or he could throw rocks or something that explode. Well, I just realized I could do a Cyclops pet. And how adorable that's going to be. I'm leaning towards the rotating clubs. But I don't really know what to pair it with. Maybe he flings creatures at the player or something while that's happening. Yeah, you could throw skeletons like Grug. I feel lame reusing this phase and just adding... I could, though. Let's add the clubs and... Oh, these have health, don't they? Okay, that's perfect then. That's just a minion phase right there. Actually, I like that a lot. Okay, that feels way better. I thought they were just projectiles, but now I'm remembering that they actually are, I call them relics, but... I don't know how to spell behemoth. Me off. That's wrong. We're gonna fix that. Wait, where's the is it the slime that? Yeah, the slime does it. Relic. How much health did I give him? 2,000 feels like a lot. But it is a tier 5 fight. Oh, I need to copy how this gets spawned. Relic outer. Oh, I have one for clockwise and one for counterclockwise. That's right. Okay. Did I just spawn them? Okay, perfect. That's easy. I'm like 50% sure that this is all correct. I'm gonna comment out phase 1. Obviously, we need to do art. We can do art. We can do that later, though. Just watch. I'm gonna forget now. But we're gonna make the distance larger. We're gonna do 20 times base.tile size. Wait, were they at different? Are they at different? 16 times 10, 16 times 15. I guess they're at different distances. I'm just curious what this looks like. Yeah, actually, I think I do like them at different distances. When they're at the same distance, they kind of end up makes more of a pattern than I want, if that makes sense. Like it's sometimes patterns are too symmetrical. Okay, that's a nice little upgrade. They go too fast, probably. Yeah, they're way too fast. Give that a shot. A little bit of gold. I do turn to sorry, I just need to make sure I'm in the middle before I spawn. The problem does this work always? I don't know if this does. I might need to have a special new phase, which is easy to do. Oh, but they don't orbit. Yeah, they seem to be to the left. I don't know if the arena is just offset or what. Let's do this though. So we'll move to the center and then we'll wait and then we'll spawn and then we'll wait and then we'll start. We also need to gain invulnerability. I think they're just too far. Like, I don't even see them. We'll do 15 and 20. My game keeps lagging a lot. Those ones are a little bit too tricky, I think. The rotating ones are too hard because they end up going so fast. Like by the time they hit the outer rim, they're just... So after using Go for so long, do you still like it? I still think it's a good language. There's just a lot of things that I want to express, and Go doesn't have a way to express them. And it just gets like kind of annoying when that's the case. So I think for like simple web APIs, Go's like just a really good choice though. But I think for games, I don't know if I would say Go's a great choice for video games. I just have too much little struggles with like business logic for web APIs is usually like really well known. Like it's like a little bit more obvious. Whereas games, it's not super clear like what you need to do and where you need to do it. So like the abstractions you have to use in those different places is just very different. So I don't know. I think it's maybe okay. I could reduce the tick speed or the rotation speed for these. Oh wait, no, I'm not even targeting the... Wait, where's the... Oh, I destroyed them. That's why they're gone. Instead of the rotating one, I could just shoot out flat circles. I do like that. I like the buzzing around, and I like the I think this part's just too hard. Well, we'll just do flat circles instead of the rotating ones. We'll make another one that's called circles. Circle. Is red my color? Yeah, I think so. We'll just start with 8. I'm not going to do a slam prepare. I'm just going to have him shoot it. There we go. Yeah, the problem with this sort of attack is the wider out it gets, the faster it moves, and it becomes kind of hard to predict. All right, if you wouldn't mind reloading, please. Told you units should pick beef language. I don't know that one. Oh wait, no, we've looked at this one, I think. I think I forgot to change the yeah. Forgot to change the GID. Oh, I love that. Well, this does have pretty good features. Except for the fact that it's like, I don't like this stuff. I don't like this stuff. I don't really like static functions all that much. I really like the Go organization. All right, let's run around. We're attacking, we're attacking, we're attacking. Oh no, there's another one. Yeah, that's a lot easier. But still not easy. I think that we were just is easy because we were so far from him. Also, it does bring you to the edge of the arena, which causes you to end up, what's it called? Fighting the, like biome mobs. All right. Make him like 4 times faster. Boss might fly away. I hate that attack. I really should fix that. This is just way too hard. Though you are pretty safe just going on him. The problem is when you have a bunch of these guys. Or I should just spawn him way less. This whole biome's a little bit too bullet hell, I think. I'm a little bit overboard with the, what is this? Oh, cobalt bow. It's kind of crazy, yeah. The problem is that was the biome when I invented the simultaneous weapon where I could shoot multiple weapons at the same time. So I was like, oh, this is so cool. Let me do this, this, and this. I'm glad you think it's fun. Okay. I like that. That works. This phase is good. I guess let's draw the axe now while we're at it. Or sorry, not axe. No, it's relic. What did I call it? Bum, 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 bum. Let's see here. I might actually steal from my... Oh, sorry, this is full screen, isn't it? Where's my... Here we are. We'll do this one. New layer. Of course, then I paste it and then it goes to another layer. It's insane. Sometimes I don't understand this program. What did it paste it way over there or something? Like I don't know what I could have done differently. I click this, I copy, I go here, click that, I paste it. What does it do? Am I on the wrong layer? Oh, I am. Whoops. So it was me that was wrong. That's what you're saying. Oh, there we go. Or I need to do this. Sprite, flip, horizontal. Hammer and sickle. It does kind of look like that. It's crazy that I can lock this, like, but it. Like I'm locking this layer, but it's letting me edit it. Here's communism anthem. I could make a communist boss. Okay, whatever. We'll just do this, I guess. Okay. Pretty decent. Add voice this fall. Fight communism and wizards in Mythfall. Okay, I think I just rotated this 45 degrees every single time. Perfecto. All right, this is Mob Cyclops Relic. We need to change that in here. Oh, I almost forgot to fix this name. Okay. Okay, let's try this then. Custom IDE. Ah, bless me. I need to change the colors that these shoot. I'm also going to decrease it to 10. I think there's just a little bit too many bullets. And Am I too small? Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's good enough contrast, I think. It adds a lot when, man, I freaking hate this biome. The other thing is these guys are super aggressive. Like they chase you down from super far. But it adds a lot when he dances around like that. Time to nuke the biome for lore reasons. Just like, frick, what was that? Oh yeah, Fortnite. Fortnite had that one town called Tilted Towers or something like that. Yeah, Tilted Towers, and they like bombed it one patch and turned it into some like rubble ghost town thing, I think, or something like that. Doing Tilted at the Towers. Fortnite was a fun game. I haven't played it in forever, but okay, that's a good phase. Phase 2 done. Oh, I didn't know that was a reference. Unless it's a reference to Fortnite. Clear all status? Man, I can name stuff, can't I? Technically it is, but it's more referencing something else that is referencing fork knife. Chug jug with you. People make, I think people try to make drinks with those now. Like they try to make a drink that looks like it or something. Popping a mini. Fortnite was cool because it like combined interesting concepts, building and shooting at the same time. And it was kind of like the first game that really did that. But I remember reading about Fortnite in like Game Informer magazine when a long time before it actually released. And I played it because I was super interested in, like, I like games like that where you like defend a bit, you build a base and you defend it and stuff. And it looked super fun. They're bringing Save the World back? Oh, they are? That's crazy. I mean, I played it when it was like in beta or something because I was super interested in it. It was super boring. Like it was just not fun at all. I loved like Nazi zombies and games like that, and it sounded like the perfect game. The balance was just like all wrong. Like it was just so easy. There's just like no strategy. I watched your dungeon generation video a couple weeks ago. It was super interesting. Now I'm trying a physics-based generator in my game. Cool. Glad to have inspired you a little bit there. Yeah, I still use I use something similar for mine, the routing the hallways is always a kind of a challenge, and I often end up with like a little bit of a botched dungeon, but I was playing Fortnite because it was free on Epic Games and I wanted to give it a shot. I stopped when Ninja came around with the 8-year-old army. Yeah, I didn't play Fortnite when it first came out. I played when people were already like kind of good and like building was like a thing, and so I missed the early days. But I did participate in the very first like Fortnite tournament or whatever. They had like some well, I don't remember what it was called, but you would like how did it work? I'm trying to remember. I think you had 10 games or something like that, and you had to get a certain number of points by getting so far or getting so many kills. And I made it through like the preliminary thing to get you to like the actual tournament. Like you had to qualify and you had to get to like the final thing. And then in the actual one, I just got destroyed by everybody. Like everybody was like 10 times better than me. I remember playing on my phone, taking my PS4 controller over Bluetooth and absolutely ruined a bunch of innocent phone players. Oh my gosh. You're one of those. Now you repeatedly ask unit when new video. Oh boy. I haven't made one in a long time. I need to, but I just haven't. But if I wait long enough, then I can make like a catch-up video with a bunch of stuff. Videos just take time. I'd rather spend my time like adding stuff, I guess. I don't know. It's always a balance. So like one option is I could always just like sit there, talk for like 20 minutes about random stuff that I did and like upload that. And that'd be an easy thing to do. With like minimal editing. So that's one, I could do that. I could make more regular videos, or I could, yeah, I just don't know if I have time to make like more like in-depth videos, like the dungeon generation video. Like I just don't know if I have time for stuff like that anymore. Yeah, like see these guys, man, they chase you so far. Why are they coded like that? Who wrote those? Who made those monsters? All right, let's finish this fight. All right, phase 3. Clear statuses. Move him to the center. And then I spent 4 hours trying to find the root cause of a bug. Turns out Gemini cannot read complex code bases from GitHub. Can't trust those robots these days. Can't trust the robots, the robotic overlords. All right, I need ideas for this. I could do maybe grenades or something like that. If only you could read. True. That's how I feel. That's how I feel when I vibe code. Well, if only I could just sit down and read this code and fix it myself. I mean, we already have the running around attacks, which aren't terrible, but I could have him spawn like long-lived indicators, kind of like those mushroom monsters do. Like the creating arena, then spawn indicator bombs and stuff? Wait, what do you mean creating arena? Oh, you mean like a big grid of them or something? Oh, like a circle of bullets you can't escape. The problem is you can always dash through them. But yeah, I guess I could do that. I mean, I could definitely add that as like a layer to... Actually, maybe I do like that. Okay, let's do this. We'll make a super fast rotating ring of bullets, which will be like the arena. And then inside of that, he'll zip around and drop little, like, not landmines, but like time triggered landmines. And then something else. And then he's gonna do something else, and it's gonna be epic. Yeah. Then he just does something else and it's going to be super cool. Oh, it's going to be overwhelming. You're going to be overwhelmed. How does this happen? How does this work though? The problem is, it's hard to just spawn the bullets out on the edges because I guess I could spawn indicators that rotate and then they spawn bullets. I think I have to do that. Like the problem I always run into is like the characters, the bad guys here, I can't just spawn a ring out here. Everything's got to come from him. If it spawns out here, then some person's just like standing there, or they're like running up or something, and they just happen to be right where the bullets spawn. So I have to spawn indicators, I think, that then spawn bullets. But then am I even able to rotate them? Because then they're like children, unless they transform or something. Or maybe I might have something where its indicators are allowed to attach. No, I was just messing around. I don't think it's gonna be that overwhelming. Wait, how does this one work? Oh, these ones come out. That's right. I could make it expand outwards. Maybe that's what I do. I just have it expand outwards linearly till it hits the point, and then it just rotates. Yeah, let's try to build it, and then we'll decide what to do. We'll call it circle barrier. Yeah, we'll do this one, I guess, this color. Circle barrier, self. So this one will have to be a little bit more complicated because it's a rotating circle, but let me look at this really quickly because I think I have one that's like dist function. This one only expands. Oh, this might have to be a child generator, actually. I'm actually kind of surprised that this doesn't have this feature. So we'll do this. Well, let me go look at the Awakened fight. And what is it called? Swirl. Confuse target. Outer ring. This one's slightly different, but it's very similar. Yeah, I guess we do an anchor and we do a yeah, so we'll do a projectile anchor. Oops, sorry, I'm in the wrong area. I don't know why I'm editing that. Okay, so we'll have base proj is gonna be projectile anchor. And then we need to add a child generator to this. So this just makes it so that the projectile can, I'm gonna delete this. This is just like when the projectile spawns, he spawns children too, and this is what the children is, or how they're laid out. So it'll be a default. It'll be a rotating ring. 3. This is gonna be like 20. We're gonna ease it, and then we'll do yeah, so this is where we do this is the actual projectile that we'll see. Sorry, let me just read these. Yeah, this one's only confusing because it has this weapon timer thing. We're gonna do pierce local player, so it doesn't delete, and we'll do pierce something else. Pierce normal entity. Axes children that spawn slots with 1 range and a delay of 3 seconds, so people know what's up. Yeah, so I was originally thinking I would spawn indicators, like, you know, those red circles that get smaller over time and eventually like explode. I was gonna do that, but I think that if I do it that way, I can't. When the indicator pops and spawns something else, I don't have a way to parent the thing it spawns to the original object, so I can't like rotate it, if that makes sense. It kind of like loses its context a bit. I think this way is a little bit better. So it'll just expand out. It'll be, so you have to dash through it. We'll do like 200, doesn't really matter. And then we'll do tick offset is 0. Okay. Is this did I copy this? Oh no, I'm literally doing the wrong one. I added the wrong weapon. Hold on a second. Let me see. Is this what I was? Yeah, this is what it was. Okay. That's okay. We can just change the name. Circle barrier. Let's see if that fixes it. I don't want to. Oh, I'll just delete that. Yeah, that's all. That's the change I had there. All right, does this compile? All right, it did. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, it'll be more like the awakening. Like, this is what it'll... Wait, is this what it is? I thought I'm doing 20 of them. Oh, I'm using the old attack. I was spawning the old one. Like I was building this whole base projectile with the child generator, then I wasn't spawning it. That's maybe too fast. All right, let me look at this. We just need the expand time. We'll make like 5 seconds. What is this though? Oh, this is the radius. This is the arena radius. I guess this needs to be a float. Is it too hard to make UI in a custom engine? It's actually not. I mean, yeah, we need way more bullets. It's let's go 60 and see what that looks like. There's this rect cut. Is this? Okay. Hold on. Man, I'm looking for this like there's a super nice like GIF about this. The problem is it links me to this blog that doesn't exist anymore. Rect cut UI layout. Okay, I don't know. I can't find it. But here's how it works. You basically have your window and you say like, oh, I want a sidebar. You imagine this is a rectangle and you say like, I want my sidebar to be like 100. Then you just cut left on your rectangle and you've got 100 thing. And so you have these functions, which is like cut left, cut right, cut top, cut bottom. And you just kind of cut up your rectangle and like, so now you've got this rectangle and you want to do like a vertical list. So you like cut the top and you cut the top again and you cut the top again and you cut the top again. You have a really nice way to make non-overlapping UIs. And obviously when you need to do like more specific stuff, you have to like, do like maybe more specific anchoring of things, which can get a little bit complicated, but overall it's not terrible. What else came dev be like, we need more bullets. Well, I want it to be ungapped. I'm making MMO in Go, but using Godot as my engine. Go Godot. I kind of want to do a custom engine. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work, but you get to build what you want, so that's kind of a positive, I guess. Oh, I talked for so long, I didn't get to see what happened here. It just depends on what you want to build. Do you want to build an engine or do you want to build a... I will double the number of bullets. Double it and give it to the next guy. I'm not going to double, I'm just going to do 100. I don't have a projectile that's one ring. That probably wouldn't be too hard to add though. I like that though. All right, let's make these live longer. Okie doke, there's that. And then, this might be too, actually no, I think I like it tight like this. I need to change his shadows the wrong size. That's pretty good, I think. And then we'll do what? After time, we'll do 20 times seconds. So spawn the bear, then it'll just dash around for 20 seconds. Okay, something's wrong here. I'm gonna crash my computer unless I fix this really fast. Spawning like a bazillion bullets. Okay, there we go. I mean, I could make this thicker. I could spawn another ring outside of it. But at least now you can kind of escape. You just have to dash out. Okay, let me go to Fungal Grove. There's one monster that does what I want. No, it's like a mushroom. Small ore. It might be this one. Yeah, I have this bubble indicator that pops up. I want him to do something similar. I'll put this down here. Weapon. I'll just call it a bubble. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how many of these we'll have to spawn or we'll want to spawn. So I'm going to do maybe 10 of them. And then we'll see. You don't like using AI? I don't mind AI. I don't use it for this game, but... Oh, my head, I was thinking these would all spawn and all pop at like the same time. Or I'd spawn a bunch of them. Let me see here. Oh, the problem is I encode the color inside of this. I guess I could just pass that in, huh? This is a... Is it NRGBA? I don't remember what this is. Yeah. I was wondering why that linter wasn't going away. Okay. We'll make this red or something. I don't know. You... My computer's lagging like crazy. Might be this. And what can be causing this? Oh, maybe it's this. Is that better? Not bad. Maybe it just got stuck in a reload loop. Sometimes it'll like constantly be trying to rebuild the assets package and it'll just stall out. Do. All right, I want him to spawn. First of all, I want to take these shoes off. Then I want him to spawn a bunch of these. We'll do like 400 milliseconds. Actually, I'm gonna do 500 just because I know, so I can know how long 10 seconds is. That would be 20 attacks. Oops. Okay. So we'll spawn 20 of these and then 20 might be too many. But these need to last longer as well. Indicator bubble expand. Oh, I just need to set the duration, I think. Proj.duration is... Well, yeah, what was the... It must be low. It must be like 1 second or something. Oh, no, it's not there. It's in... Oh, 2 seconds. All right, we'll do 5 seconds. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this 10 seconds. So we're going to spawn those for 10 seconds. I'm going to increase this radius to 6. So he goes out a little bit more. I'm going to make this a little longer. Will any new mob have confusing shots? I mean, I could give him confused shots if you want. One of the warden bosses has bind shots. No, there's no new mobs with confuse. Don't worry. But now that you mention it, maybe some should have. This is tough because I need him to spawn. Maybe I just spawn a random burst. That's probably the right call. In my head, I was thinking he would dance around and spawn them like this. But the problem is they don't spawn together enough. So it's kind of tricky. So I could spawn the ring, then spawn just a bunch of landmines. I mean, I feel like we have to at least try it. Where do I do a grid? Or no, I have, it's like attack, grid. Or no, I don't want to do a grid. Or this is close to what I want to do. Attack random rect. With the proj. I guess I would do 5 seconds then. Rectangle is going to be based off the radius we do, which I think was like 6. Or no, it's based off the barrier. I don't remember what I did for that. Maybe I did like 10 or something. So we'll do 8 times base dot tile size. This is all tweakable, so it doesn't really matter. I can't remember what else is there. All right, we'll do 10. Could possibly be wrong. Oh, it's a rectangle. Okay. It is kind of cool that they pop at different times, but they just don't pop near enough together. They definitely live too long. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do 6. We'll do that, and then we'll do the stomp attack. Or hold on, we'll do this. Dash in, then you fight, fight, fight. And then this pops, you run away. Then he does this attack. Oh. He does it for 10 seconds. Just kidding. Okay. All right, so we spawn the barrier, and then we have to do stuff while that's going on. Maybe I do this. After time. And I do, I do this inside of here. I remove this. Excuse me. Let's see how this looks. So we'll spawn the arena and we'll spawn the things, and then we'll do we'll do some various like stomp attacks. That's probably too long of a wait. So what's our first one? Oh, the barrier 1 second. And then this is 5 seconds. I'm going to do a 1 second here. All right, let's see how this looks. That's pretty good. So then the attack kind of happens at the same time. Then you get one more small dodge after, and then you've got this attack. Is that cool, overlapping arenas like that, or is that annoying? Because it does shrink the size a little bit. So that part's cool, but it's also a little bit I don't know. Is it disorienting? Attack, attack, attack. Dash through. Then you're in a little bit of like a Venn diagram of arenas for a while. It was a weird attack. Oh, I'm a bad spot now. All right, we made it out. Another ring, yeah. I feel like if there was some kind of fade out effect, then it would look fine. Like I like it. I like it because it feels like you're in like the eye of the storm, you know? I wonder if I should lean into this more, but also the fight's like kind of almost done. Like if they shrunk, can I do that? It's just too abrupt. But to be honest, all projectiles just disappearing is abrupt. So what I could do is I could make a fade out effect, or not a fade out, but like a shrink out effect. Kind of like how I have projectile fizzles, like these fizzle. See how it like shrinks down? Like it animates out. If it vanished right as he shot the second ring, it'll look cleaner, but fading would be cool too. Well, the thing is, the cool part about having 2 rings for an overlapping period is like it just changes the arena. Like now the arena is like misshapen for a little bit, so it's kind of interesting. Like you can't really like go to the new arena yet. Let's see what we can do in the factory. The one problem with this is adding this sort of animation to every single one of those projectiles. It might be a lot. I don't know though. It could just be fine. I'm not sure. I've just been a little bit lazy with usually I'm very like meticulous about performance, but recently I've just been kind of like, all right, I need to like get stuff done. So I Oh, does this get added to every single projectile? No way. I guess I do. Okay. No, I guess this won't be a performance sync at all then. We always add this. which means this always gets run. It just doesn't run anything. Okay, perfect. Well, so what we'll do is this. We're gonna set this at the top as like the default. Or I don't know. What is it? What type is it? Death handler. So we'll set it to this default one, which pretty much just goes ahead. I'm pretty sure this just says like, oh, if you've got an animation, or I should be looking at this thing. Timer is for fizzle. We do a fizzle. We look for a death animation and then we spawn that death animation if it's got it. But for dynamic ones, yeah, so what'll happen is this will get red. It's not going to have an animation component and it's going to do something different. Impact, that's the same. Okay, so we'll just have to override this one other one. Okay. So for in here, we're doing a dynamic projectile. So we'll do projectile death handler dot, not collision, we want to do timer is okay, go back. What do I spawn? I guess I just spawn the core. I'm just trying to think of what I spawn. I spawn the core. I just shrink it down or something, or I shrink both of them down and remove the light or something like that. This is the this is the interface we need to implement, or the function. Spawn dynamic projectile fizzle. It'll be spawn dynamic projectile fizzle. Oh, F dot. All right, perfect. Do I have a way to clone this? Like, can I just take this and clone it? Or maybe I can draw it to itself. Maybe I can draw one to another. Maybe I write a clone function. This is another feature that I don't like that Go doesn't have is, and maybe I'm just missing something on why this is a bad feature to have, but it would be so nice. It's so nice to just be able to clone data. There's not really like an easy way to do it in Go. Like you end up having to manually write and maintain a clone function, and you miss something, and then you're kind of screwed. There's no animation. I might be able to clone it this way. I guess I'll do those checks, and then we'll do yeah, what is in this? It's all just data except for this one, which is a mini slice. It's weird. It's technically safe because Man, that's tricky. It's technically safe because the original projectile is going to get destroyed, this frame. But this does technically hold heap data that's going to get shared across 2 components, which I don't really like to have. Everything else, though, is just regular data. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Like, I think really all I want to do is this. I want to do a sprite copy. All of that stuff is already copied. No anim stuff anymore. Velocity. Oh, I see. I kind of like slow down the speed. Death timer. Wait, where does animdir come from? It comes from the... Oh, I just hard coded. Okay. No anim copy. Let's see what this looks like. I think this is technically going to work. Actually, no, because I don't have any... Like, I think it's going to spawn something, but I think it's not... I don't have any, like, shrink logic or anything like that, right? It's just copying the sprite. Of course. Oh, I thought I was gonna hit a rock. I thought I would see it slowing down at least. Maybe it is. Maybe it's stopping for a second. Let's just go ahead and add a Well, I guess let's fix this. Let's fix this part first. We're gonna make a function that's like clone, sprite.clone, I think. Oops, S. Okay, everything is copyable. Copy, copy, copy. Except for this. So we'll do ret dot draw batch is glitch dot new draw batch. I don't know why I'm putting a comma. Oops, that's a bug. And then we just have to do s dot draw batch dot whoops. Add No, this isn't a geometry filler, I don't think. I mean, it's really, we just need to copy this. I might need to make a clone function for this now. Yeah, technically we just need to loop through all of them and like copy the data over. The mesh draw. This one's fine, and all of this stuff is fine. This is a struct anyways. Yeah, that's perfect, okay. I mean, technically the first two are gonna get copied, so I just need to append the new ones, and there's only two, so it doesn't actually matter. There's a power outage in my neighborhood, which took down the ISP distribution hub, which changed something. So now I have a CG NAT IP. Well, I had a good public IP before. I don't even know what a CG NAT IP is. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. All right, we're gonna make a clone function. I don't love it, but I'm at my wit's end. Or no, we just want to do this. I guess I would just do this, wouldn't I? And I would do yeah, I'm copying all of that stuff though, so that doesn't matter. Okay. B dot draws dot all. I think this does, yeah, perfect. And then we'll do ret dot. No, we'll do, sorry, I'm gonna clear this. Ret dot draws equals this mini slice type. A new one, then we'll do ret dot draws. We're just basically copying this over. I don't know, maybe it's add D or something, append. Okay. Is s dot draw batch dot clone. All right, so then we have sprite dot clone. That works. I'm gonna make this 500 milliseconds just so it's a little, I can actually see it. Actually, let's just do 1,000, and then I guarantee you that I've got some component that shrinks things over time. I just don't know what it is attached to. It's probably in particles or something. Particle. It's probably in the VFX package actually. VFX, let's look at that. Effect, fade, overhead parallax, particle emitter, grass wiggle, height function, prepare, height effect, ground slam, camera shake, screen fill, spawn effect. I know I've got this somewhere. effect. What does this do? Like, what does this modify? This might be the one, actually. Oh, this is just a, this isn't a component. Sprite effect is what I want, I think. Yeah. Or I guess let me look at this thing first. I just want to see the system that uses this. This is what? I guess this is it. Okay. Yeah. What do we need? Render transform, a sprite, and then the sprite effect. Okay, perfect. Sprite effect. This is maybe a little bit, this might be a lot of processing work. I'm not sure. We'll just do linear interp. Oh no, we need this is a whole nother thing. Or func. Actually, I don't think this is a func technically. Oh, no, this is for repeated effects, I think. I swear I've got some like I have some like lifetime. Or maybe this is disconnected. I use it for that. I don't know. I guess we'll just do this. Let's just see if this runs. I just want to see it slow down. Okay, well, it's stopping at least. I guess they don't have a velocity for some reason. Wait, why wouldn't projectiles have a velocity? Certainly some of them do. They probably have a motion though. I might be able to get the velocity from the motion. The problem is some patterns aren't like rigid bodies. They're like some things orbit and some things like expand and stuff, and they move based off of that. So like the final displacement is kind of is what I call the motion. I need to use that for the velocity rather than the just straight shot velocity. Let's see if we can get this effect working though. We have linear, we got the enumder. Start scale 1. Let's see if that works. I guess this is a func. Oh wait, we can just look here, can't we? So did I mess up the start? Oh yeah, I messed this up. That was so weird looking. I guess we have to rebuild. I had the start scale and end scale reversed on one of the on the x-axis, I think. So it started 0 on the x, and then what's up, Nitrix? How you doing, buddy? Mythsphering. Oops, sorry. Let's take a look. Okay, obviously we need the velocity to go with it, and it'll go faster too. It looks like a retro, some kind of like retro thing where it's like like I'm playing Space Invaders and I just died or something, and it's like fading me out now. I'm not going to do a linear though. I'm going to do an ease and out. Or let's do ease in. No, it won't do deal. It's not going to have a collider then. It's just kind of a fade out animation. It's going to look better once I finish with it. Let's do a 200 milliseconds and we'll do ease in, and then we'll, the velocity is also wrong too. I need to figure out a way to get that. I think I know what I can get it from. We just need an approximate like thing. Can the same projectile trigger your hitbox twice if you move towards it awkwardly? Some of them can. Most projectiles, when you hit them though, they disappear. But if you run inside the collider, that actually looks maybe okay. Like to trigger the same collider twice, you have to run out of the collider and then back into it. I don't know. What do you guys think? This would be an animation this is an animation for every single collider now. Or sorry, every single of these projectiles. They just kind of zoom out. Once it's playing the animation, there's no hitbox. There's no more collider. So it's the exact same logic as before. It's just there's a fade out animation. And while it's playing the fade out animation, it's not going to deal any damage. I don't know. Does that make sense? He's not moving very much. Let's go back to Cyclops. I think it looks good as a first draft thing. I mean, maybe we should try the what's it called? Okay, he does this. I think in here I want to buzz the whole time. Maybe I just buzz in this section. Yeah, maybe I just do that. I think, okay, this maybe works. We need to read a one more component from core, which is this one. Or hold on, let's see this first. Okay, he's moving more now. Let's add that, and then we'll see how that does, and then we'll hold on a second. Is this not moving because it's... No, it must have a must have a global transform. Hitbox is no longer ant-sized. I did fix the succubus one. Yeah, I did. So that should be fine now. Vipos dot movement. Is this normalized? I'm scaling it by, yeah, the length. No, I'm scaling it by the... Oh, this is just the vector? This is the vector across time, though. Yeah, so this should work. Okay, I think this will work. So it should keep moving as it's shrinking now. Wouldn't mind him jumping out of the arena for... Oh, sorry, I need to fix these. I wouldn't mind him jumping out of the arena 4 time jump shots and entering again too close to lead shank. Would give him some ability though, or slow shots. Maybe have some slow, bind, and confuse. Oh, so you do want confuse. What is this, a hitbox for ants? Yeah, I got your reference. Zoolander's a great movie. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, I need to watch these and see. Do they keep moving? Looks like they stop. I mean, when you have a boss that binds... Oh wait, sorry, this is probably full screen, isn't it? When you have a boss that binds, then why not? As the other status effects to other... Oh, add the other status effects to... I have one of the warden bosses does do a lot of binds, so... What kind of application did you work on before you got self-employed? I would say it was like financial. It was like a financial system. It wasn't like proper finance, but it was like financial related. Like billing and booking sort of stuff. Robbery. But sort of like a virtual bank robbery where like I take money out of people's accounts, put it in mine. It looks like it's not continuing to move. And I'm wondering, I wonder if yoink.exe, yep. I need a position bundle. This is what I need. I probably don't even have a global transform. I can maybe do this. I can maybe just use this, huh? Yeah, where do I said it there. Okay. Wait, what's spawn pause come from? Oh, this. And this is original rt.pause. Okay. I think this works. What's up, Lenimir? Welcome. All right, let's see if that works. And keeps it moving. I should probably increase the death timer so it lasts long enough so I can see it more easily. All right, my cat's trying to lay on my keyboard now. Perfect. Nice choice for Emacs. Thank you. I like Emacs. Those ones are moving too fast. Let's watch this guy. All right, I'm just gonna make the thing longer. I just cannot see. It just dies way too fast. Nothing another 0 can't fix. All right, they are moving. It really didn't. I literally couldn't. I couldn't tell though. These look just so weird now. Now they last for 2 seconds after. I want to see what the circle looks like when it decays. Oh, that's interesting. It expands out because it doesn't know it's orbiting. It doesn't know it's orbiting until it spawns the like death animation. It just everything keeps going in its the last velocity, you know. There's no like force pulling into the middle. I think I might just remove all of this stuff. I might just go ahead and do what it used to be. Oops, we do need this. There's just no reason to add all of this extra logic if it doesn't add to the animation at all. Because it just dies so quickly, like there's just, it almost doesn't even move. Bum, 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 bum. That looks fine. Someone did say bank robbery, yeah. Not me though. I would never. You technically already did, shoot. You got me there. I wish I bought a I wish I put a GPU in this computer. I guess I could put one in there. Because my stream hitches so much. Yeah. One of my worries though was that if I get a GPU, then I'm not going to care about render performance at all. And then my game's going to be slow because I just like did unoptimal things. Sometimes when you have a fast computer, you end up writing code that's really slow because it just, you can't tell the difference on your computer. I'm so scared of a bullet disappearing, one-shotting me. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what are you scared of though? When it's disappearing, it's not a bullet anymore. Like it can't hit you. It's the exact same behavior as, but I'm scared of that. Oh, okay. Also, they stop, so it just fades out wherever it was. Probably the world mad gun thing, stack shots and stuff. Oh, truly lost art of this day and age. Yeah, yeah. Well, a lot of the people that played the game were people on Chromebook. So originally, I was trying to like target that, but I don't think I can get above 30 FPS on a Chromebook. In browser especially, so it's kind of a lost cause. I think it looks better though. At the very least, there's some kind of like ending thing for it, I guess. So I guess I'm happy with that. Yeah, I mean, they should be pretty safe. It'll be the exact same behavior as before, though, where like the bullet's disappearing, but instead of it just disappearing, it now just plays like a really short, like 4-frame fade out sort of thing. So it looks a little bit crisper. But we have invincibility frames, right? We won't get one shot by the arena spawning. Oh, yeah, you'll get invincibility frames. You mean like, oh, if you get hit by multiple at once? I mean, I can kind of test. You should just get hit by one bullet. But yeah, you get invincibility frames. I think it's like 200 milliseconds or something. Dead in 0.3 seconds. Like if you stand right here, you're dead. Right? Because multiple bullets are just like whapping you. Oh, sorry. I'll re-demonstrate. I died there, by the way. If you stand on that, you're just gonna get hit a bunch. But as it's expanding, maybe I should make them rotate. Oh, I don't need to do that. Do you think it's too dangerous? I mean, I could make it so it doesn't rotate. It just expands outwards, I guess. I was here before. Game looks better. Thank you. Yeah, it is definitely inspired by Realm. It does compile the WebAssembly. You can play it at mythfall.com. There's a browser build. I'm asking you because that's what I was thinking about. Yeah, I mean, let me simulate it just running through without my invincibility frames or my I mean, I only got hit by once there. But if you try to walk out of it, you're kind of screwed. Let's see what it looks like with only if it doesn't rotate. The rotation makes it look kind of cool, but can you give yourself 5,000 vit? Like as a moderator? No. I love the boss so far. I'm just concerned about the amount of speed and shots. Yeah, I have a bug channel inside of Discord. Or if you want to put it here, that's fine too, and I can try to remember it. That's an audio thing. Audio cuts out when using weapon. Let's just do a 0 tick period. I'm just curious. Maybe that'll look fine enough. It only happened at the start. It might have just been buffering memory for playing. If it only happened once, it could just be because of that. If it happens every time you shoot, then that's a problem. Yeah, browsers don't play audio super well, so it's kind of what is this? Oh, 0 means it's because it's periods. I'd have to do a really high number. All shots combined into one bullet of death. That's probably what it is. Yes, we have two options. I can either make it a really slow rotating arena, in which case it'll be so slow that... Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's either that or I do it stationary. I think this is a good speed. I might shrink it down a little bit more. Let's see how 1500 looks. Do you use the new the new Go memory allocation features? Are they added memory arenas? They have memory arenas as an experimental feature, but they don't have them as like a mainline feature. And I do not use them now. I just do like object pooling into arrays and stuff, which gets you pretty far, but it is a little bit annoying for some things, for sure. I think this is fine. I don't think it's going to hit you that many times. Let's try. Yeah, I mean, like it's like a second or something. I think that's a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, if you stand on the ring, you're going to die pretty fast. But also the account I'm on doesn't have, it doesn't have like any defense. It just like has armor and stuff. Like it's not leveled up stats wise. It's like level 10 or something. Maybe not even level 10. So I'm getting hit, and it's a tier 5 boss. So ideally you'd have a little bit more defense than like 0 going into it. But yeah, I really wanted to use Go arenas, but I don't think that they will add them, honestly. I'm not sure. I know they backburnered it, so it's experimental still. So I haven't really looked into it. It's kind of hard to build a production app on top of an experimental feature because you don't know what's going to happen with it. So I don't want to build a bunch of stuff and then them just say like, oh, we're not building this anymore. And then I'm kind of screwed, you know? So, but I do use their new garbage collector, the green tea collector. But I haven't really... I haven't really looked for improvement to see if it's any better, and I haven't really noticed any either. So yeah, I'll just have to see. I mean, like, yeah, if they add arenas, I'll definitely start using them for things like strings and things like that. But yeah. Anyways, I need to go eat lunch. It is almost noon, and I'm starving. But we got the backpack bug fixed, number 1, and then 2, I think this boss fight's pretty much done now. I'll do a little bit of tune-up and stuff like that and rebalance testing, but I think all the phases are there. Maybe I add like one more phase or something, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's pretty close, so. So yeah, I'm gonna end stream here and go eat lunch. And yeah, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.